It is time to relax. I mean, cleaning really has got to come first. But the secret is the real thing is what you love most, not what you hate. Isn't it wonderful for cleaning to be about relaxing instead of work? I mean, it really seems backwards, doesn't it? And we are taught to operate completely backwards of nature. I mean, as a professional green cleaning lady of over 30 years now, I've had a bird's eye view on just how much pointless work we do. I mean, it's the reason we need all this constant work to make anything happen. Why even relaxing and letting go becomes hard. Work is fun when you're playing with your toys, but no one wants endless work to survive. Surviving is just a prettier word for dying. You know, it might have its place getting you through a tough spot, but it's no place to live. So take a breath. It is time to stop working. Trauma clearing has to come first so we even can work our brain. The prefrontal cortex, or your thinking brain, it literally goes dark like a blackout when you are stressed out. You can actually hook electrodes up to somebody's thinking brain and watch different parts of it light up depending on what they're thinking about. It is amazing how specific it is, and the patterns between people are really hard to believe. But when you are stressed out, the whole show just goes dark. Think about that. What do you do when thinking and feeling hurts? This library collects the most effective body hacks that my angels have played with over the years. And it'll probably always be the most updated library we keep up. But those really are the extras. The real question is, how do you keep this stuff from happening again? The core of this library is the magic wand that I longed for as a young teacher. You can actually permanently clear old negative energy without words, even for somebody else. Automatically changing instincts. I mean, that's what everybody says can't be done, right? Without any kind of painful or tedious effort. Fighting your habits does not work. They are there for a reason, and they're going to stay as long as they serve a purpose, whether we like it or not. That's the mark of nature's perfection, not your own personal failure. There is a reason you don't want talk or maybe even people right now. And this library is full of things that'll help you feel better without talking. Alone or with help. Now and later. So our reLAXx YouTube playlist collects the most effective hacks that we've played with over the years, of course. And one day it's going to have some do-it-yourself videos for the clearing services we now offer. So by all means, check the rest of that stuff out. You know, ditch all the $20 words without insulting your intelligence or oversimplifying. Anyone can remember how to relax. This page, which is linked in the video comments, has a special selection from this playlist that works like a course. It steps you through an important process that really needs to happen before anything else can. So to give you a real quick little overview here, the most universal relief hack, well, obviously we all need something super, super, super simple that we can pull out in absolutely any situation. Do you need to talk? If that doesn't seem to be you right off the bat, don't run away too quick. All of us have been taught by at least some of the adults in our lives that talking about our feelings in a healthy way is actually unhealthy. And if that's not something you've ever stopped to think about, you are probably tripping over it. So you might want to check that out. Breathing for beginners. I am hoping, breathing should be the most popular thing. I mean, it's breathing. How come more people haven't figured this stuff out, right? But, all of our examples were really stressed out. They were setting a very bad example, and all the people talking about it are starting out in a place that nobody starting out can even reach. So nobody's figuring it out. This is going to bring it in reach. Trauma tapping is going to take the simple stuff and, make it a little more specific. A little fine tuning definitely has its place, and it's not overwhelming, or it couldn't be used by people when they're all stressed out, right? I think that's going to be worth checking out. The Insanity Wand is probably one of my all-time favorite stories. Back in the days of insanity wards, makes me feel so old. This is within my lifetime. But what a wonderful thing to have witnessed the end of these places in my lifetime, right? So yes, when they were still opened, there were still a few people running around, working basically energy miracles, getting people out of shackles, off of drugs, and out of institutions. And it's something anyone can do. The sound of magic is about the magic of sound. And while music might seem like a very familiar subject, I think everybody's going to find something new in there that they really enjoy. Your dream vacation, I hate to sound cliche, but it really is closer than you think this time. This is an income-based program that's actually basically a health retreat that just happens to be everyone's idea of their dream vacation. So you might want to check that out. How do we help? Well, of course, we always answer questions for free and offer top shelf yet income-based services. Believe it or not, most healers are actually working with doctors now. Like AA works with chiropractors, mental health professionals, and teachers. And with our exclusive income-based offer, you can finally get professional energy clearing services even without insurance or income. So, normally this section is just a little description of what we do, but this time, this one gets its own video. This is something fairly new that I think anyone would want to find out about. And yes, this stuff is so powerful, you can actually get certified. If you take a look at all the stuff and the playlist on this page, as well as the main page for the Refriend Your Bad Feelings page, right? You take a look at all that stuff. That constitutes our master class. And if you simply take a research survey, not only are you going to boost your resume with unbelievable people skills, and I think we do a pretty good job of demonstrating to employers just how remarkable it is, it'll also help put this material in schools. Sharing results really does matter. Namaste, my angel. I honor the divine within you.